Hi guys, welcome back. So it's that time of year. It's July, which is my favorite time for all the gardenings to be growing and the tomatoes and the cucumbers, and my favorite, squash flowers. Now, I'm a big, obviously, Italian. We do squash flowers every year, and my family, we get so excited when it comes to making squash flowers. So now, there's a couple ways that people make squash flowers. A lot of Italians and a lot of people, they'll take the whole flower, all right? This is a zucchini flower. Pumpkin ones are gonna be a lot bigger, but this one is a pretty good size for a zucchini flower. And they'll just take this whole thing, take the stem off, and they're gonna dip it in a batter, and then they're gonna fry it. We don't do that. My family makes a squash flower fritters. So you want to compare it to like a zappoli or like a potato pancake. That's the way it's fried if you're not really familiar with fritters. Or like an apple fritter, but instead of using apples, we're using squash flowers. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna show you how to prepare them first. So what you do is, here's the flower. You're gonna break off the stem, nice and easy. Throw that out. And you're gonna open it up. And inside you're gonna find that little stamen, this thing, throw that out. All right, so a lot of times you're gonna get, and there's gonna be a lot of critters and bugs and dirt. So I do not put this in a strainer, fill it with water, and try to do it like, you know, with lettuce. This thing is gonna get so scassat or so wet that your batter is just not gonna be right. So what I do is I take a piece of paper towel, I'm gonna wet it, and you're just gonna go over each one and kind of get that dirt and whatever off, okay? To me, you know what? It's not going to kill you even if there's a little bit in there. You're going to fry the crap out of this, so it doesn't matter. It's going to kill it. All right, so I went ahead and I did a bunch of them right here. By the way, look at those beauties. Thanks, Ma, for getting these for me. Mine are just about ready to pick. They're still blooming, though, so I get a little extra surprise that I get to make these a little sooner. All right, so I got a bunch cleaned right here. These are all pretty much cleaned, but let's just do a couple more. Open it up. All right, that's good. I'm only going to do a small little batch right now for you. All right, there we go. Goes over here. Okay, so we got our squash flowers. By the way, you're going to get a cutting board. Put a piece of like wet paper towel. I got like a silicone mat to put down, so this, you know, this ain't going nowhere. You don't want your cutting board flying all over the place and you're gonna end up cutting yourself. I'm gonna put my hair up. Okay, so let's get our knife out. We're gonna start cutting these up. Just slide back. Okay. All right, chef tip. Do not hold your knife like this. Do not hold your knife like this. Those are all wrong ways to hold a knife. It's gonna feel really uncomfortable the way I show you how to hold a knife, but it's the most balanced, it's the most safest, and it's the most accurate way for you to get good cuts. You're gonna hold the knife by what they call, I think, is the tang, or whatever this thing is right here. You're gonna put one thumb on the back, right here, and your your pointer finger, like literally right on the blade. Not down here, you're gonna get cut up here. And you're gonna hold the other three fingers are gonna be on the handle, okay? So you get a nice even weight distribution and you can get a nice rocking, chopping action. Don't do this. Don't do this. Do this, all right? So, you know, practice. All right, so we're gonna get our flowers. And we're gonna go easy. Don't go nuts on these because you'll bruise them really bad, okay? You can even rip them if you got that type of time on your hands, but I don't want to do that. So just do some nice rocks. Don't make it too small, but you know, a good size so that you get a good bite in each one of those fritters, okay? Ooh, look at that beautiful colors. Look at that. All right. In the bowl. Okay. I'm gonna turn my cutting board over. I'm going to get some paper towel. I like to use that the best. You give it a little wet. Pop, pop, pop. All right, now, this makes all the difference in the world. Fresh parsley. All right, get some fresh Italian parsley. This is flat leaf. I like using flat leaf parsley when it comes to like making fried stuff like Parmesan, cutlets, you know, stuff like that. Okay, get this big, the stems off. Okay. It's, you know, you can't, when it comes to like squash flowers, using dried parsley, it's just, you know what, there's no comparison to fresh parsley with this. It gives it so much more of that, you know, garden type flavor, fresh from the garden, just picked. I mean, come on, use the fresh. It's not expensive. Well, I got a huge bundle of this for like $1.59. I mean, that's nothing. You can use it in so many things. All right, we're gonna give this a nice chop. Excuse the noise. Rock like the boat. That's it. Rock, rock, rock. Don't. No, this isn't Yan Can Cook. I don't have like a cleaver right now. We're gonna do a regular chef chop. All right. Now you're gonna do this chop a lot smaller than you did the flowers. All right. Now I don't measure. I'm a natural chef. I don't measure, but for this case, because I'm teaching you guys, you're going to use about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little bit less of parsley. I mean, if you don't like fresh parsley, then use less. But I'm telling you, this recipe, you need fresh parsley. You can even put basil in here if you want. But I'm just going to do what my family does. Okay, I'm done with the knife. Doo-doo. Give this a nice little, look at that color. I mean, come on. Isn't nature beautiful? All right, next step. All right, so this is a wet batter. It's just gonna be one bowl of wet batter. We're not doing any, what's it called? Where is it? Oh my God, I can't even think straight today. We're not gonna do a, you know, a dry, that type of flouring and pain in the ass. Breading station, that's where I wanted to go. This is just going to be one big wet batter that we scoop into oil. So hold on a minute. It is hot as hell out here, and since we're doing the, come on! All right. Ah, nice swig of Pellegrino. All right, let's go. Now, I'm going to use 3 eggs. Remember, we're going to bang it on the surface. We're not going to bang an egg on the corner. 3 eggs. Now, some people like to use 2 eggs or more of an egg yolk. Some people like to use more of an egg white. I'm just an even egg white, egg yolk, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. You know, my grandmother used to do this with fresh, or my nannies used to, both of them used to do this with fresh eggs. You know, they weren't splitting that crap up and separating them. They just put some beautiful fresh chicken eggs in there. All right, give this a nice whisk. And we're gonna add like about a 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup, depending how thin you want it, whole milk, okay? Just a little bit. Just thin this out a little bit, okay? Okay. Let me get my spatula. Okay. In we go. This is such an easy, simple recipe, but it yields the most beautiful results. And I'm telling you, I can get sick from the amount of squash flowers I can eat. Okay. Now, instead of milk, some people use seltzer water. I've done it before. You know, it's all right, but it kind of make more of like a lighter, crispier result. If you're going to use seltzer water, though, my suggestion is to use egg whites, because then and like really give them a good whisk. That'll make it even lighter, crispier squash flour. But like I said, I'm just going to do a traditional recipe. So in this, we're gonna add about a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, a good grind of pepper. Now I like a lot of black pepper, so I'm gonna put a lot of black pepper. Freshly ground is always the best way to go. Now, I don't know if this really isn't a tradition with my family, but I like spice in all of my food. So I'm gonna put, you know, oh my God, that's not even open. It's fresh. Okay, hold on a minute. But I'm gonna put like a pinch of some red chili flakes, crushed red pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Now this is gonna make it that real light fluffiness. All right, first we're gonna give this a little stir. Do a folding action. Don't go nuts, okay? You don't want to break apart all those beautiful flowers. All right, get that all combined. Make sure you get all that that baking flour distributed. You don't want no like chunks. Okay, now here's where my chef part comes in, and like me wanting to try stuff. Yes, this is a traditional recipe. Now, if you wanted to go full traditional, you would just add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. All right, for me, I'm gonna use some sweet rice flour, or you can get regular rice flour. To me, this just makes stuff so light and fluffy. Also, it's gluten-free, so if you wanted to do a gluten-free squash flour recipe, then just use this. But, you know, maybe 3/4 of a cup than a full cup. So I'm going to add a half a cup. Now remember, don't scoop it. I'm just doing like a real light, making sure that it's not packed in there, of rice flour. And a half a cup of all-purpose flour. That mixture right there, okay? And there we go. Start folding that in. Okay, we're gonna add one more thing, and I know probably one of the most important things is Romano cheese. Good Romano cheese. All right, don't skimp out. You can use Parmesan. You can use Parmesan Romano, but a good amount. Okay. Put in what you want. You like a lot of cheese? Put in a lot of cheese. You don't want a lot of cheese? Don't put a lot of cheese. All right. So that's simple. All right, here we go. We got a beautiful batter. Don't over stir it, just till it comes together. Look at that. Ooh, come on. It's a beautiful thing. All right, we're ready to fry. Let's move all of this stuff out of the way. We got our oil warming up here. I just got a little bit of canola oil on a pan. Don't use olive oil. It doesn't have a high enough smoke point. So let's just, we're gonna wait for this to warm up. And how you test that is just take a little bit of flour. And if it starts to, you know, bubble and skeech, it's ready. Some people put a piece, you know, like a sprinkle of water in there. Water and oil don't mix. All right, so we got our batter. Beautiful thing. And, you know, you could use a spoon to scoop. This is what I got with me right now. I forgot to get a spoon. So I'm just gonna use a little measuring cup. Let's put a little piece in here. Nope. Not ready yet. Okay, let's let this warm up a little bit. I don't have this like flame screeching high. You know, it's medium heat. Because once this does get hot and the oil is like up to temperature, which is usually like 350 degrees, you don't want this to start burning. So don't go nuts with your flame, okay? All right, we're almost there. It's starting to, that little piece of egg that's at the bottom right there, it's starting to, you know, get nice little bubbles. All right, let's start. I'm gonna take just a little bit. You can make these huge if you want, but I think little ones are good. So this is about a quarter of a cup. All right. And just making some little dollops in the oil. Now, depending on the size of your pan, like for this pan, I'm only going to do 3 because you don't want to overcrowd the pan. What happens if you overcrowd the pan? You're going to drop the oil temperature, and you know what? They're not going to fry up good. We want these nice and crispy. So as you can see, we got some nice bubbles forming around each one of the fritters. Now these fry up quick, so don't walk away. You should never ever walk away from oil in a pan anyways, okay? It's dangerous. So also have some salt and pepper waiting on here and right next to your what's it called? Paper towel, so you got some drainage going over here. I like as soon as this comes out of the oil and it's hot and it's still wet, that's when you're gonna put your salt. And if you want some pepper on top, that way it's going to adhere to the surface. If you wait till it's all dry, it's not going to stick good. All right. Wait till it's GBD, as we say in the culinary field, or golden brown and delicious. All right. This fork sucks. All right, that one wasn't done yet, as you see. It's still pale. So this oil's not too hot yet. It's hot enough, but I probably shouldn't have flipped it that early. This one looks beautiful. Let's see if I got another thing to flip. Come on. This is my outside kitchen, so I'm not fully stocked in here yet. Okay. Look at, now I don't know if you can see, but they're starting to puff up beautiful. That's from that baking soda, and that rice flour is just, it's so light and fluffy. All right. Give those a little spin-a-roo. These are, oh my God, they smell so good. I can't wait. Oh, it smells like Nornie's kitchen. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that popped up. Now, they don't take long. These are almost done, especially this one right here. You got to give this a try. Even if you're like, ugh, I don't want to eat some garden flour that's gross. I mean, look at it. No, it's delicious. I'm telling you, once you try these, you're going to want them every year, and you'll search far to find them if you can't find them around you. All right, look at this. This one's done. Oof. Oh, look at the color. All right. I'm going to take this one out. It's cooked all the way through. Come on, you bastard. Okay. Now look at that. Look at how beautiful and fluffy and crispy that it is. So we're going to put it on our drying right here. Put some salt, some pepper, and let that chill out. Flip these ones. I took one out. Put one back in. You can make these long shapes. I mean, doesn't matter. They don't gotta be circles. You know you want it. You know you want to make them. All my Italians out there, you know how good these are. I didn't eat any breakfast because I am just waiting on these. All right, let's turn down this heat. It's starting to get a little brown. All right, another one in. And this is just how you keep going. Go until your batter's done. And they're best right out of the pan. Once they cool off, that's when they taste the best to me. I mean, you can eat these, don't get me wrong, I will eat these all day long. You can sit them right out on the corner, on the counter, and just snack on them all day, you know? And that's it, guys. I can't wait. It's hot. Woo! Mmm. Oh, look at that. It's delicious. You can't beat fried zucchini blossoms. Come on, go out right now. Get to the store. Get to your local farmer's market, your co-op, whatever. Support the small businesses. Get some squash flowers. zip up a bunch of these. You're not going to regret it. All right, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.